Hey there, I'm Critsy Bear, and I was replaying this section because I started the next episode and I was waylaid by a 15 minutes long credit sequence, but because I was replaying this, I took a different route and I found this.
Shawnee, hang on, I'm coming.
I'm figuring this is like a tactic to distract Hero. Dang it!
I can't believe you fell for that.
Dang it! Yeah, well, anyway, I'll catch you when I'm back to where we started last time. I also just found this here. It's a cave with like a bunch of money. Oh boy. Like, is this all stuff I'm gonna get to keep? Does Gaunter, like, have an actual physical money room in his...
Really, Gary?
Yep.
Unable to resist a few shiny coins.
Yep.
I truly expected more of you.
Well, I need money, dude.
Time is short.
Geralt needs money. I gotta get paid, man. And you didn't pay me for all the work I just did for you, so I'm gonna take your entire treasure hoard. Watch it all vanish as soon as I leave. I wouldn't be surprised. You loot. I'm gonna take everything you own. Every single coin. Every single one. I'm glad I came back to explore a little bit. Oh, wait, there's one under here too. Yep, thank you. Is that everything? Oop, there's one single coin on the ground. Anything else? Oop, there's some over here. And thank you. And that was it. I'm confident I'll be able to beat the thing in time. Yeah, because we're like right over here. Anyway, I'll catch you if I see anything else new. And we're back. Yeah, so to explain why I had to do that again in a little more detail, I was watching this and I felt disrespectful skipping past the credit sequence that comes after the DLC, but it turned out to be like 10 minutes long, and I felt a little foolish, but then there was no checkpoint before finishing it, so yeah. Anyway. I am going to end up skipping the credits, but, you know, not out of any disrespect, but out of, like, pragmatism. Sorry to the people who developed it, truly. It was a huge team. Just gigantic. And they all deserve the credit. It's just, I want to continue playing the game and not wait 10 minutes. I'm going to watch the credits at the end of the game. As is tradition. I'm probably going to give a review of the game during it. But anyway. Here's the scene we left off on last time. Man, I'm hot.
Any better?
Yeah, thanks. Wine's revived me a bit.
This plonk could revive a corpse. An exquisitely rank vintage.
Oh no, I forgot the sword! Fuck!
You know what, though?
Oh.
It's good at last to taste something real. So, have at it. Tell me what the blazes just happened.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back for it.
Guessing that's
My
a good sign?
My completionist instincts! I'm not completing the game. I'm not going for completionist. I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't need to collect everything. I don't need to go back. I don't need to go back. I'm gonna have to go back. I have to. I gotta go get the sword. But I'll at least finish the cutscene. And then I'll do it off camera.
Decided to have some fun at my expense. Devised a
I wanna
game I was supposed to lose.
Put the fan on anyway.
Seems he'd forgotten the training you put me through in doing the undoable.
So only to protect myself. In doing so, I put you in harm's way. Forgive me.
Oh yeah, asking for forgiveness now that I can literally kill you.
You're safe and free.
I thank you. Though I've no notion what to do with this freedom now. Mirror took everything. Everything I loved. All I held dear.
Not true. Got your heart back.
A bitter victory. Now at last I sense how much I've lost. I've a heart again. Yet all it feels is grief, sadness, and defeat. My life is a ruin.
True. It's...
Can't say I envy you. As the saying goes, careful what you wish for.
Oh, I shall be. Believe me. Actually, I've a better idea. I'll never wish for anything again. It's time I took fate into my own hands. Lived life anew. And truly, this time.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll never forget what you did for me, Witcher. I have something for you.
Can't accept this.
You can, and must. This sabre's been in my family for generations. Even when I'd lost all else, it remained at my side. Means a great deal to me.
All the more reason why I can't take it.
Do me the honor. This'll mark the start of my new life. And such a weapon could be right useful to you.
Why does your family have a curved sword? I'm curious about that.
Ow!
Sorry.
Iris. Interesting.
You needn't be. I thank you again, Geralt. And good luck on the path.
You should write a
Good
book.
luck to you too.
I mean, you're like a top tier warlock or something, right? Extreme occultist. And here's where the credits come in. Love that vista, but with all due respect, I don't got time to sit here watching the same 4 pictures in silence as names scroll by. I'm sorry. I'll look at the main one, but I ain't I ain't like watching the whole scroll. Anyway, I'm gonna go back, get the Viper Sword and the Money Cave stuff. Despite being in a time limit, I'm gonna make sure I stop for all the treasure. Right? You know, because I'm Geralt of Rivia and I need money, and nobody paid me for this quest. Literally nobody. Anyway, so I expected it to be done by now. You know, I can talk about the DLC a little bit. Honestly, this DLC has been here, let's put on Gontro Dim music. I've still got that up. Here we go. This DLC has been 100% worth the money. This should be an example to other developers on how to correctly make something that people are going to want to buy and feel like they got their money's worth out of. It's not like a couple new features with absolutely no content other than the features. It's not like, you know, horse armor or something. It's like a full story with multiple different quests in it. It's got like a heist section. I've got to go into multiple dreams. There's a bunch of really difficult quests, and you know, as much as I complained, I wouldn't do it any different. I honestly feel like playing it on max difficulty with my character underleveled was the right decision for somebody like me, specifically. You know, somebody who likes suffering through video games. I like hard experiences, but most of the fights, that one ghost fight felt a little cheap. The one with Iris in her ghost form, that felt a little cheap. I didn't like that one, but all the other ones felt honestly really cool once I figured out how to kill them. It felt like I really accomplished something by playing it under level and slogging through it, learning death by death. Honestly, I would probably like Dark Souls. I haven't really played it yet, but maybe. Just based on the description I just gave and the fact that I like roguelikes. Anyway, I'll be back in a moment once I get the Viper Sword and the treasure. You know, check how much time I have left. I'm really cutting it thin here. Well, you know what? I'm pretty sure this is how much time I had left last time when I got in here, right? I remember I got, like, freaked out about it. Anyway, now I can probably just safely skip until the end, right?
So,
Mine's
please, you know, you're
first up.
you fit and great.
What about
All
what's that?
I did, I would, and the what?
This is a long scene.
Oh, see,
So, I mirror
not
a bit of a.
I could have probably just paused it again,
Oh, actually,
but I decided not to, and now you have to suffer through this sound. This sound I'm making right now?
sorry.
you need-
Sorry.
Good.
It all happened so fast, I couldn't... I'm sorry, did I just skip straight through the credits? It didn't even show up. Alright, anyway, now we can get back to the quests I neglected. And finally see about the main quest. Ooh. Yeah, you know what, I'll leave the temple's loot here. I did, however, take the special Viper Sword, and I looted Gaunter Odim's treasure larder, or whatever that cave was. I don't know if I kept it, though. Yeah, looks like I did. Let me check out his sword. Don't know why I moved off the inventory. Let's see, Anathema? Neat. Ooh. I mean, it does less damage, but it does actually look like something I would use. Iris requires level 37. Charges with energy during combat. When its color changes to red, strong attack will release this extra energy in a powerful strike at the cost of part of the attacker's vitality. Neat. That's really cool. I'm not going to use it, though, because I need the set bonus by the time I'm at that level. I mean, right now I could use an optional sword, but for the most part, nah. Also, go finish this quest. Yeah, I have some villagers to go visit. They've been waiting for their boys to return home. Unfortunately, one of them is missing. But, that happened before I got here. So it shouldn't come out of my pay. Well, you know what? Honestly, if they can't pay me, I won't care. They're peasants, dude. I just looted some kind of demon monster's treasure hoard, so I'm sure that's sufficient. The quest line was leading me in the opposite direction as I could see the village right up ahead. Also, turns out, Geralt can run a lot longer if you, like, tap the sprint button. See, his stamina isn't even going down right now. Well, it is a little bit, but yeah, you can see. Anyway, reward? I don't really need one, but I'll try.
Greetings.
I found your friends.
I have spoken to them. They're too damn bad Tom Hill didn't make it.
A very reasonable response.
Here, take this.
I wouldn't have blamed him
Thanks.
if he was more beat up about it, honestly.
Farewell.
I mean, people have tried to deny me pay because their friend died, even though it wasn't my fault. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to refill my alchemy anyway, so I'll take one of my white Raffords. Now, anything I would want to do before I continue the main quest. Let's see. Envoys and Wine Boys. Redania's Most Wanted. Nope. Avid Collector. I'll go visit this guy. I'll see if I can, like, buy paintings from him, but I want to keep my paintings for myself. I'm pretty sure I'm missing one already. I gave it to Dandelion, but you know what? Dandelion's like one of Geralt's best friends. I can see him sharing his paintings with Dandelion, at least. You know, of all of Geralt's friends, Dandelion's probably the one who can talk art with him the best. Since apparently Geralt is an art connoisseur. Books and scrolls? Hello.
Can't be. White hair, yellow eyes, slashed face. Just like he said.
Oh, hey, my brand is gone. Nice, I hated that thing.
Geralt of Rivia, known as the White Wolf, the Butcher of Blaviken.
Yep.
Geralt of Rivia's enough. What is it?
Pleasure to meet a fan.
A man came to me a few years past, paid me to keep a book for you. Said you'd come for it one
Neat.
day.
Who was he?
He didn't introduce himself. But the book has a red cover, that I remember. I'm sure I've not sold it.
Yeah, compared to all of the other
Alright,
red-covered
see if I can
books
find
in
it.
here.
And perhaps glance at the others while you're at it.
Yeah, sure.
Be glad to look over what you got.
What do we got here? Fun of the Northern Realms. You know, it's a little late to be reading any of those. Would have been a good... Necronomicon? Well, I gotta buy that. Anything else? Portrayal of the Elder Races. I'm a little bit interested in that lore. You know what, I'll at least look at these. The little peasant who confounded his lord? Ways and Manners of Skelligvolt, Wild Hunt, Tuja Foothills, Ghouls and Alghouls, Golem or Man's Most Faithful Servant, Wondrous World of Insectoids, Journey to the End of the World, a few remarks on basilisks and cockatrices, and nope, doesn't look like I'm interested in anything other than the Necronomicon. The Necronomicon in this random bookshop in the middle of Temeria or wherever I am. To think that man appeared on an empty world and gained mastery over it unchallenged is as foolish as thinking the world will cease to exist after man's passing. Before the first humans set foot in our world, it was inhabited by beings superior to men in terms of wisdom, strength, and every other virtue. The beings I have in mind still exist in our present time, though they do not exist in a sphere available to human understanding. They occupy no dimension known to us. Where they live can be best described as a space between worlds. Ooh. At times, one can sense their presence through sudden unknown sense or a strange feeling of anxiety with no apparent cause. A wind which blows in several directions at once is another example of their subtle manifestation in our realm. There exist various imaginings of what these creatures might look like, yet these have nothing to do with reality, for man is incapable of conveying something which he has not seen, even in his wildest nightmares. The greatest horror these beings bring comes precisely from their indefiniteness and their lack of concrete form, yet it would be a mistake to think that a formless creature is necessarily harmless. The power they possess is sufficient to lay waste to a forest, level a city, or whip an entire sea into froth and waves. Today man is master of the world, but only for a short while. They await patiently and will soon arise to regain their one-time glory. This is as certain as dawn follows dusk, and dusk follows again soon after, to drown everything once more in darkness. Neat. What's this? Whatever. I mean, that's a real neat book, actually. I had no idea that was, from... In the Winter Scenting, Merry Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot.
The Merry Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot, adorned with humorous engravings.
It's a picture book. Where is it? It's not at the top. Is it at the bottom? Yes. On one occasion, Muriel went on a journey to see her auntie in Maribor, accompanied by her nursemaid. The path took them through a forest, and in this forest lived a raucous troop of bandits. This infamous group was led by Flynn Selms, and all the king's men had been unable to bring them to justice. Alas, such was Muriel's great misfortune that these bandits chose to attack her carriage. Muriel's nursemaid was old, blind, and deaf. How's she work at all? How does she have work? She did not wake when a tree fell in front of the carriage and with a loud thud, nor when the bandits fought a fierce battle against her guardsmen. When Flynn ripped open the carriage door with his muscular arms and stepped inside, Muriel had to deal with the danger herself. "Make our guest comfortable, young lady," the old nursemaid muttered in her sleep. Muriel obediently carried out, "Ew, man! Gross! Gross!" Oh. Didn't even have, like, a secret note.
You don't look the scholar, but we've ones with drawings as well.
Yeah, I'll play him for a card. And 10.
Up for a few rounds of Gwent?
A silent nod? He's accepting his fate already. Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew Geralt of Rivia was gonna come for my deck. I knew that this was gonna happen one day. And I wish I had my third crone. Then it would be worth using those. Anything else I would want? No, don't see any new cards worth taking. Yeah, I'll just play with my usual deck. Man, it feels great to be playing Gwent after that adventure. Oh, it's 3 vampires? No. Yeesh. Oh, 1 Gaunter. Ah, but that's not the main Gaunter, so it's not going to summon everyone. Oh, but that's a really good hand. Ooh, thank you. Oh, I don't have a... If I had a decoy, I could steal his spy myself. Alas. Oh, I can steal it next turn with Yen. Nice. That's a tip from a viewer. I think I'll play my legendary cards first round. My heroes. Unfortunately, I don't have anything worth putting out to bait him into using a Scorch. But next turn I'll have my Catacon, which can bait Scorches. Oh, you're using your heroes too? That's one of my favorites. The Dragon Lady. Using your best cards, eh? Why is Triss a melee card? She's a wizard. A sorceress, rather. An interesting play. It'd be a shame if somebody scorched your very important buffing card with 20 strength. That would be a downright travesty. Oops! Oh man, what happened? It immediately passed. Yep, well, I surrender. I give up. Alright, I win the first round. Next round, I'm gonna play Yen to get that spy out. Hell yeah. I'm gonna play these cards first so that I have a lower chance of pulling something I already have. Put that out. Catacon's gonna protect my front row. Ooh, the Vampire Gang, nice. Ooh, gonna pull out your other one. Yep, there it is. That's fair. I mean, I have Dandelion, so. Yep, good luck. Decent play. Especially if you get more ranged cards in there. You have 6 cards still, so perhaps. Okay, now I'm gonna play Yen and get my Mysterious Elf out here. Maybe I'll get 2. Maybe the Mysterious Elf will pull a Mysterious Elf. What? Yen? No! Yen? Oh man, I guess to be fair, Mysterious Elf is a hero card. Oh well. At least my main play is still intact. Ha! He might win, but I'm gonna win next round, absolutely. We'll see. Oh, nice. Didn't even lose a round. What card I get? It's gonna be a Scoia'tael card, but... That's not too bad. I am back. Geralt is tall! Messages from an old friend. Red cover using my Witcher senses. Oh, that wasn't the right book. I see. No wonder. No wonder I couldn't understand it. And dude! Why would you do this to your books? Why would you... Maybe it's some kind of weird decoration. And not just him being an incredibly irresponsible... Ooh, the treatment of furuncles through cauterization.
Of furuncles through cauterization.
Furuncles.
A study.
Furuncles. This one? What's it say? Everyone's seen a boil, usually more than they'd care to. These deformities don't just mar your beauty, they can be signs of disease, or even the disease's cause and epicenter, if your lungs wheeze and your heart flutters, or if you're just sick of pustules. Ew, man. I'm getting the feeling that this instruction book on how to lance boils is not the one I'm after. My Manifesto, Jacques d'Aldersberg.
My manifesto. Must be it. There's a letter inside. Moribundia, the vampire's last likeness.
Neat. Tyromancy.
Tyromancy, or the noble art of cheese divination.
Well, now I'm curious. I want to learn about niche magic. Where is it? What a splendid diversity reigns our kingdom of cheese. The ripened curd can be white, blue, hard or soft, fresh, aged from the milk of cows, sheep, goats, brined, pickled, untouched. This list could go on until the end of time. And each of them, every last slice, every morsel and crumb, not only brings with it unmatched rush of sensory experience, but in the right hands can be made to reveal the universe's most closely guarded secrets. For cheese! I should have read this like a weird wizard the whole time. For cheese! Like the innards of sacrificed animals, the flight of a swallow or vivid dreams, can be used for divination. Wizard! The depth and size of a cheese's holes reveal when the rains fall in the coming year, while the color of the mold veins tell who shall love whom, and the scent of a hard grana padano predicts which army will vanquish which its foes. The best divination, however, is done with the ancient method of fondue. One must simply melt two different kinds of cheese, preferably Emmental and Gruyere, in white wine, in a pinch, in a dry apple or in a pinch in dry apple cider. Then one must stick a long stick in to immerse a morsel of bread, then in the resultant thick soupy mixture, and while keeping in mind the question, what shall my child be like when he or she, as the case may be, grows? Then bring the cheese-covered morsel of bread to a candle so that it casts a shadow on the wall, and the shape will provide a sure and easily understood answer to your query. Sure and easily understood. Vampire's Last Like This? Man, these are some good books in here. Forgive Me My Love? It's a romance novel. There is more, spoke she, averting her penetrating gaze. I am with child. Of course. Of course. Jacques d'Aldersberg. I recognize the name, but I can't remember. Grandmaster. Oh! Right. Grandmaster remain a mystery. The Order of the White Rose has gone through a crisis in those times, and was on the verge of collapse. So one might guess that the Brethren wished to have something decisive as their leaders. Someone with a clear vision. D'Aldersberg was precisely such a man. One of his first decisions was to change the Brotherhood's name to the Order of the Flaming Rose. The most puzzling aspect, however, is that the Order and the King himself decided to trust a man who, for all intents and purposes, appeared out of nowhere. They say he was a wanderer, an itinerant priest who moved crowds with his speeches and declaiming non-humans. They say he worked miracles and showed his flock visions of a world destroyed by the White Frost. He was undoubtedly a man of great charisma, one instilled with unshakable principles, and which he in turn instilled into others. Was he truly a source? Was he indeed gifted by raw magic talent? That we will never know for certain. Yes, we do. I do absolutely. A. Letter from A. A what? Who knows? In the ocean of possibilities, some great events are more likely, some less. It's not easy to fish out the first, not even when one's intellect stretches through space and time. I left this letter to you in the hope that despite all odds you will come across it one day, for I must warn you, mankind is threatened. The prophesied destruction by the White Frost is not just the babbling of some mad she-elf. Perhaps I will have the opportunity to convince you of this in person. If not, I must rely on this letter, which you will read many years from now, at a time when you know more than you did when we first met. Know that nothing will save this world except by preparing its entire population for the catastrophe. The old tales of a child of elder blood can stave off the danger, but I tried and failed. Ever since I have been haunted by the hideous vision, a crowned wraith, the specter of my failure, which I killed, or fought. I was the chosen one, and the chosen one failed. You and your brotherhood are our only hope. When the time of the wolf's blizzard comes, men shall perish, and only Ubermen will only the Ubermen will survive. Your duty is to give the world Ubermen. Whatever you think of me, do not fail as I have failed. Ubermen? Okay, so I figured that's a future note from Jacques de Eldersburg. So I've actually read some interesting things about, some interesting theories about Jacques. So I remember towards the beginning of this game, or maybe the second game, I was wondering whatever happened to Alvin. Alvin? You know, the kid that Geralt was taking care of in the first game, I think? Whatever happened to him? Because he was a source, and he was really powerful, and everyone was like, we gotta protect this kid, or all hell is gonna break loose. And then he just vanishes, and then in comes future man Jacques de Eldersburg from nowhere, who's a source, and, like, mysteriously trusts the Witcher. I'm thinking, along with several other people, I think it's a rather credible theory that maybe Jacques de Eldersburg is Alvin, right? And he teleported into the future or something, because he can just predict, he can just go to the future. Anyway, I thought that's a neat theory. Let's see where this quest is going, and then I'm going to decide whether I want to... I'm sorry, is that it? Is that the entire quest? No, surely not. Treasure hunt? Envoys and wine boys. Avid collector. Wardania's most wanted fist of fury. Where'd it go? Treasure hunt? Cursed chapel. Neat. Sword, famine, and predict. Neat. Inheritance. What? I don't see it. Well, it just told me to go find the knights, right? Unless it's part of... No, it's not part of that quest. What happened? Where'd the note go? Coast of Rex, scavenger hunt, school gear, cursed chapel, search the crypt, nope. Sword, famine, and... nope. Wait. Nope. Store... Swords, Witcher gear. What? Where'd the quest go? Ugh. I gotta go AFK anyway, I'll find it off camera.